What up? It's the All New 93.7, the BH-Town's Real Hip Hop Home of the Breakfast Club. I'm DJ Shante. It's beating down your block. I don't know what episode this is, but we're going to start it off. It's 2019. It's going to be the first episode of the new year. And I got the homie in the building, Doughbeezy. What up?
Sir. What's going on?
How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Alive and free. 2019 made another year. I'm good, man.
I know that's right. What you do
doing?
for New Year's?
I was asleep by 10:30 when the ball dropped. I woke up at 11:57.
Right before.
Caught the ball, got the countdown, kissed baby, and tried to go right back to sleep. And then the fireworks just went crazy.
No
man.
turn up, no champagne, no club, nothing.
Nothing. Club crib, man. I was like,
Club
the
bed.
next day I woke up like, man, I'm getting old, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. But
It ain't the same.
we brought it in right, man. Stay safe, man. Like I said, made it another year. So that's all I can ask.
That's what's up. I can't complain either. Same here. I didn't do nothing pretty much. I went to a party and walked right back out after 12, like at 12:03.
Yeah, so
Went right back home. I was like, I can't even believe I brought in the new year with these people. I don't even know y'all. Hanging with Lauren's ass.
Yep.
Bringing me around people I don't know.
Shout out
Anyways,
everybody, man.
so what you got up for the new year? What's on the agenda?
Man, top of the year, man, we're going to drop this project called Talking to Texas. It's been done. It's been sitting on ice just waiting for the right time.
Okay.
I didn't really want to do the end of the year drops just because I feel like, you know, when you drop something in December, when the new year comes, it's like, man, that tape came out last year when it was real fresh. So we was just waiting for the new year. We putting the last little sprinkles on it, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure it's right. And gonna put it out. Big shout out to Pug Tunes, man. It's a joint album. He a producer. And he did every track on it, man. And he really produced it. He didn't just make the beats and send an email. Like, he really sat in there, constructed every beat, sample, features, everything, man. He was real hands-on. So talking to Texas and working on the mixtape with another artist I don't want to name. Well, you know what? This the beat. I said I wouldn't
Come on,
tell
let me get
nobody.
The exclusive.
Me and Chucky Trill have a
okay.
mixtape that we working on coming out, man. So that's it for me for the top of the year, just for the first quarter, man. First 3 months, we trying to hit the road hard.
Okay. And the one, what'd you say, Talking Texas?
Talking to Texas.
Talking to Texas. Yeah. You got who's gonna be featured on that?
Bun B, Slim Thug. We got Willie D on there doing some of that no more talking on there.
Right.
You know? I got DeLorean on there. Allie, big shout out to Allie, man, over there at A&F. And man, that's all I can think of at the top of my head, man. I know with some other features we got, but those are the ones that for sure made the album. So
that's what's up. Well, I can't wait. Definitely can't wait for that.
Appreciate that, man.
So I know we had the whole H-Town rap battle thing going on.
Yes,
I keep asking you every time I see you, when is it going? Because everybody keep asking me when we're gonna bring it back.
Nah, it would have been started. The only discrepancy we going against is the actual location. We could have did it and started it somewhere else. I got everybody on call ready. Even you ready.
Right.
It's just that location, man. Going back and forth trying to lock in the details as far as, budgets and, the whole smoking thing, everything like that. Just trying to find a meeting.
We gotta have that element in there, though. That's what made it cool.
That's what made it cool. Everybody felt comfortable. And I think that's what kept everything down. There was no violence. There was no arguments,
drama, nothing.
And, it sounds crazy to say something like, smoking or whatever, but that plays a huge part in a lot of things, and
right.
It ain't just that, but it's just a lot of things that
It's just the culture in general. I mean, it's just part of everything. I like the whole ambience, like the smoke, the lights, the stage, all of that. Like, it all ties in.
If you just go to club such and such, you know what I'm saying? So
it's boring.
It's more so just the location and that vibe that I'm trying to keep. And once I can lock that in, man, we back on and running.
Okay, you gonna do anything different this year with it, like the way how you was running it, or like any new people?
Yeah, I think as far as the format and the structure of it being ran, I think we're gonna keep it the same, just because I feel like it's still something people haven't seen before. I think that's what draws the attention to it, because you can not even know none of the rappers and still be entertained the whole night. So I think the way that it's formatted is gonna stay the same, but I think the production, as far as when you walk into the building, the things you see around you, the cameras, the lights, I think that's what we're gonna upgrade a little bit more. Like, it didn't need to be, but I just think every season.
You had a good team.
Like with the
last,
yeah,
exactly. And I know they're gonna come bigger and harder this time.
As far as production, when you as a consumer, when you walk into the building, I want you to be like, damn, this is even doper than last year. You know what I'm saying? Just progression every season.
So what is your goal with the H-Town rap battle? What would you like to see happen or come out of that?
My goal is like it was built on trying to provide a platform for art, not just the underground artists, but the artists that actually like spit and rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of getting lost right now. So
Definitely.
my goal is to provide that platform, and then opportunities be created from that. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why I have certain judges and hosts. That way, somebody may have been their whole life wanted to rap in front of Slim Thug.
Right,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that opportunity and platform.
You can come here and do it. You know what I'm saying? And not be charged for it. It's all organic, and it like just let's give an example. Buddy Rowe, he the one who won last year. Bun and his manager and his wife. I ain't gonna lie, it's really his wife that made everybody like, hey, I really rock with him, you know what I'm saying? And after he had won, I know like a week or two later, Bun had brought him out at the Spotify show, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, and, that's dope. I didn't know that.
And it was I'm not saying, he, of course his work, but you know what I'm saying? Bun seen him on stage at the H-Town rap battle, which made him say, you know what, let me try to provide opportunity for that as well. And that's what satisfied me, you know what I'm saying? That's the satisfy that I get out of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to see that my platform that I created turned into this. You know what I'm saying? Like no credit, anything like that. I don't want none of that. All I want to do is be able to provide an opportunity for other artists to grow. That's all.
That's what's up. I could definitely see this like getting bigger and growing. Like I was almost like you should take it out of town, but then I'm like it's H-Town rap battle. You got to keep it in H-Town.
Right.
Because I mean we got all the talent here anyway.
Texas rap battle and then start taking it to different cities and stuff like that. But
yeah, like all over Texas.
But the foundation gonna always be H-Town rap battle.
That's what's up. I wish I could rap. I wish I could get on that stage.
Like a rapper anyway.
I know, like I swear, like, can I get a ghostwriter or something?
Walk around 4,000. All you gotta do is let's get it. Straight up.
That's gonna be my 2019 goal. I'm gonna try to drop a song or something. Because I started producing too. So, well, not started, but I did one beat, and you actually heard it. Remember, you liked it.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I know. So I did start. Yeah, so that's the goal with this year is to actually like do it more, hit it harder, make more beats, and then hopefully I get one of my beats on your project.
Can I get the one the first one?
Man, that shit was mediocre. Like,
every time
it's gotta.
You say that, don't. Hey.
When I start really giving people shit, it's gonna be like. We were just fucking around, like that.
That's how it happened.
I know.
That's how it happens.
I'll give it to you if you want it.
I want it. I'm telling you now.
Okay, you got it.
Ooh,
y'all better be ready for this.
I want that.
So what else? What else is going on?
That's pretty much it, man. I think my goal for this year is to be able to put out visuals more consistently now. I got the music already locked and loaded and waiting, but I think for me, as far as it's just visually, that's the only thing I'm lacking on. That and traveling a little more. I need to get up out the city a little more.
Yeah, you definitely need to take your talents out of town.
Take my talents out of town.
For real, now you got to. I mean, Houston, we love you, of course, but everybody else needed to get that experience.
You can only put on for Houston in Houston for so long.
Right. For so long, right. You got to step out sometimes. So, let's see what's going on in the city that we can talk about. Oh, what you think about R. Kelly?
I was waiting for that. You talking about in the city? I'm like, in the city.
Right,
here come R. Kelly.
What you think about that? Crazy.
Honestly, like, it's a funny thing. I think that now that so much attention is on it, I think that. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Like, I know for me, I don't really rock with it. I know people have their opinions and say you can't judge nobody unless they're guilty and something like that. But for me, the proof is in the pudding. I've gotten all the proof that I need to know that he a nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take away from the music. At the end of the day, the music is good, but I can't really rock with him as a man just because I got daughters and and it ain't just the Lifetime show that make me I don't like. I mean, it's not like that. I've always felt that way before. Like
just from when stuff was coming out. Yeah,
right. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. And just because he wasn't convicted by a jury, I didn't need a conviction or a Lifetime story for me to have my opinions on it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like I I can't take away from his music. His music gonna always be great. If I'm somewhere at a party, I ain't gonna be like, hey man, turn that shit off, bro. That's R. Kelly, bro. Turn that shit out. I ain't really rocking like that.
I'll wait for that moment to happen.
My respect as a man for him is gone. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I can't really rock with him like that. So that's me. That's my opinions on it.
What was I finna say?
What's your opinion?
You know, my thing is, the way I look at it is, a lot of people have been dating these young girls or messing with these young girls. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing like nobody's ever heard of. If you look at a lot of celebrities, they started out young, like dating people younger than them. Now, when you get to like, and they're actually around like 15 years old. Like, let's see, who else? They even saying Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That wasn't nowhere near close. You talking about they saying before the public knew, or just
like when he first met her, she was like 16, 17 or something like that. And he was like
17. I don't think B was 16 when
you don't think
shot his shot. She may have been 16, 17 where he gave her that potential look that looked like she may have some potential when she get on. But as far as pursuing, coming up with ways to manipulate, to have her come to his house and then sign over rights to stay with them, and then as soon as she turned 18, cut off all that type of stuff. Nah, I don't think none of that was. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's all crazy at the end of the day. I actually read a book one of the girls came out with about him, and I read that first before I watched the show. So my whole outlook on the whole thing was just different because that book was like really in detail. Like she talked about every experience, like even it was crazy. I'm not about to get into all that, but that changed my whole perception about it. And I'm just like, yeah, something's wrong with this dude. And it's how he was brought up. I mean, he went through a lot of stuff as a kid, so you know, it's no excuse, but that can really mess with a person.
Kills. Did you see the tape when you was younger?
No, I didn't watch it.
You never seen it?
No, I never seen it.
I think that tape is, people who haven't seen it, I think that's like a big thing in that in the conversation with that. Like, I feel like people, if for you to have a legitimate debate, if you kind of, not you, I'm just saying people who like kind of on the fence about it, I think that play a huge part in it. Niggas got to see that tape.
Oh, so the tape is like really gonna.
Niggas got to see that tape, bro. You got to see a grown man. I don't want to see no
little girl getting peed on. I don't want to see that.
Ugh. Yeah, man. Kels, you nasty as hell, bro. I'm sorry.
He ain't the only one. I know people that like that. Like I know people that like to pee on each other and stuff. Like when they be.
You saying that real confident?
No,
man.
I mean, not me.
Like you see it right now. Like I know people.
Not me. I have a couple friends that like they're just freaky like that.
Peeing on a squirt. You know, friends who like.
Right. No. Just like peeing, urine. Like sit over and just pee on you, like warm pee on you.
I'm gonna piss on you. Hold on, man.
Anyways, let's change the subject. Okay, so backtrack a little bit. You know, we straight jumped into what you're doing, what you got going on. For the people that don't know you, don't know who Doughbeezy is, let's start from there.
Little timeline. Well,
yeah,
man, I'm originally born in Cleveland, Ohio. For those who don't know, moved to Texas when I was 12. And it's like, I just felt like
you're not even from Houston.
I'm not even born in Houston. I was adopted. You know what I'm saying? That's how the best way I can describe it.
I would have never known. Yeah, you are Houston for real though.
Yeah, it's like I felt the culture just came to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was so receptive to me, and I just felt like, you know, the city adopted me. And ever since 12, I just got into the culture. Once I started, before I even wanted to rap, it was just more of the movement thing that I was seeing as far as with Swisher House, SUC. And once I started rapping, it was in my music. Like, that's all. I rapped a little faster. People could be like, man, are you from Houston? Are you from Houston? Just because the way that I rap. But when you listen to my content, people be like, oh yeah, he's so H-Town. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it came out organically. And I mean, here we are 20 years later since I moved here, you know. And we rocking, you know. I just feel like this home, you know what I'm saying? But to get back to the timeline, so started rapping probably about 16 years old, but this was just freestyling. I didn't really have the plans on trying to do albums and stuff like that. People at lunch, you know, at school would be freestyling during lunch, and this was right around when everybody had computers that can burn CDs, so they was making little freestyle CDs and so everybody's like, when your CD? I'm like, man, I'm just freestyling. So end up getting kicked out of school, and had some issues with somebody at the school, and made a diss song for my first rap song. And I just loved how my voice sounded on that record. So I was like, man, I want to do this forever. So maybe about 2 years later, I heard they was doing like a little thing called Kickback Sundays at SF2. Big shout out to Teresa and Susie.
Shout out to homie
I
Teresa.
was actually working on some freestyles and stuff, and it just came at the perfect time. The first 3 weeks, I couldn't get up there, but I just kept hearing about this dude named Cab the Don, this big dude that just up there smashing. So I put a tweet out like, hey, I'm coming to see you, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, I'm out here, come holler at me. So that third week I went out there, it was this big thing, the house was packed. We go back and forth, and people just was loving it, And a week later, I dropped Reggie Bush and Kool-Aid, and it's like it took off. Everybody in the city was rocking with it, and that's where my buzz started. And I followed it up with Blue Magic, and here we are today. So dropped, I think, 3 after that, Footprints on the Moon, Reggie Bush and Kool-Aid 2, King Beazy, and just been touring and rocking ever since.
Damn, so you've been knowing Cab for a minute.
I've been knowing Cab for a long time.
I thought y'all like just recently linked up like in the last 3 or 4 years or something.
Yeah, I think
that's
me
crazy.
And Cab may be going on probably a good 7 to 8 years, man.
Wow.
That's my brother for real.
Shout out Cab. He killed the battle too.
Yeah, big shout out Cab the Don, man. Yeah, he do his thing. He eating right now.
So how do you feel about the Texas or Houston's rap scene culture? How everybody's moving?
Man, I think on the outside looking in, man, I think we doing real good. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's some internal things that we need to take care of as far as like the violence and the little petty stuff that we see on the ground. It's a lot of things that we do that can really hold us back, where if we had a little more stronger unity, I think that we can go further. I just think there's a lot of pride and egos on the inside that we need to work on for us to reach our full potential. But as far as just on the overall, I think we in the best space we done been ever, really. Like, I think a lot of us refer to the 2004 time when Slim and them pop, you know what I'm saying? I think right now we on that track, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's very organic due to like the internet, where you can reach a following a lot faster. Yeah. So I think we at the best time we done really ever been since 04 and since the SUC era.
I agree, and it's just crazy because like 2018, we lost a lot of people, like and a lot of talent, and it's crazy. I'm like, damn, is somebody out here trying to take out like the up and coming rappers? Like, what the hell is going on?
An agenda to take out?
And I'm really thinking that because I don't really know too. I'm trying to stay in the loop with everybody, but it's just hard because there's so many people and so many different groups and all of that or whatever. Right. But it's just like every time I turn around, I'm seeing R.I.P. such and such, and then I'm like, damn, I heard about them, or I heard a song
just
or
heard
something.
His name or something.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, damn, like what is it that they're doing
it's just
to bring that type of
the shit that's going on outside of the music, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy. They're like their outside life or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people are products of their environment, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as much as a lot of people love doing music, their street life just really is all they know, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of shit that come with it, so I'm not in the streets like that for me to be, preaching and saying this and this and that, but I'm definitely, got my eyes and my hands, on a lot of things that I see and try to speak on, and just try to, hold people here and move a little differently, especially, what's going on and what they seen happen last year.
Right. Definitely. So, like, how do you keep yourself motivated? Like, you've been doing this for a while, and it just seems like you just keep coming with shit. How do you stay motivated? Like, what motivates you?
Man, I think just waking up, looking at them kids and the fam every day, man. It's like I have to provide for them. For me, it's a job. A lot of people be like, man, you shouldn't treat it like it's a, but for me, it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I provide. So, I think that's what keep me motivated. Don't let me sit here lie and say, man, I'm always motivated, because I can get down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I definitely don't feel like I've reached my potential of where I'm supposed to be right now. So, mentally, that can be draining. But I think just waking up and looking at them kids, and then the big thing is them fans and supporters. That's probably the biggest motivator right there. I can be down. Nigga pull up at Walmart, a gas station, and nigga like, hey, Doughbeezy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they reaction be like, damn. I tell every nigga that asks to take a picture or we sit there and chop it up, man, I tell them, like, man, y'all, you just don't know this is what keep a nigga going. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest thing to keep me going.
Well, that was my next thing. What advice, like, for people up and coming, what would you want to tell them?
Man, the biggest advice I can give is, man, build relationships, man. That's the biggest thing you can do in this music shit, is build relationships. It don't matter if your music whack or if it's good. If you get a solid person to vouch for you. Your character, it'll take you a lot further than anything else.
Definitely.
Don't burn no bridges. It don't matter if you feel like you don't need a nigga or if someone did you wrong. Just don't burn them bridges because you'll never know when you have to walk across that motherfucker again.
You hit everything on the head. That's all you need, basically. Really. A lot of people don't understand that, though. That's crazy.
Man, you can spend your whole life trying to get 1,000 fans or get 1,000 people to fuck with you or whatever. But, if you got a relationship with one person who has the influence over 30,000 people and he co-sign who he is and who your character is and then your music, you could have skipped a whole lot of time where you done built a relationship with the right person that can get your music to 30,000 people.
That's very true. I've seen it happen. Shit, I've done it a couple times too. But you learn from your mistakes,
right?
And all that good stuff. So, all right, well, let everybody know how they can follow you.
Man, anything with a search engine, man. Doughbeezy, DOUGHBEEZY. That's all the Twitter, Instagram. If you still using Snapchat, King Beezy, baby, are people still on Snapchat?
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing, but yeah, they are.
I don't know if we got rid of that shit, but if you on Snapchat, King Beezy, baby, man, and be looking out for Talking to Texas, the album, the whole thing produced by Pug Tunes and mixtape by me and Chucky Trill. Y'all don't tell nobody though yet.
Don't tell nobody. It's a secret. Shh. Well, thank you so much for coming through,
man,
chopping it up for me.
Man, you don't understand how much we need this out here, man.
Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. It's my pleasure. This is actually long overdue. Yeah. You should have been did it. But I had to start off the new year right.
That's the way to do it, man. Time
exactly.
It's supposed to happen, man.
Definitely. Well, I'm DJ Shante. It's 93.7 The Beat, beating down your block. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.